Okay, I was just trying to get a good thumbnail. I don't know if that worked as a thumbnail.
Mannequin challenge.
The message tonight is don't worry. Okay? Take everything to God. Give it to Him through His Son, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
So, another... Is this another one of those awkward live streams?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
The best ones are.
What's a G sound like?
Oh. My bad.
MLP, what's up? Beauty for Ashes, hey, what's up? Anyway, I got a little bit to talk about tonight.
Yes. Okay. I got it. I need to learn how to play, and I can play like backup or
I don't know
just
what
some sort of
I'm just
rhythm.
playing around.
Just some sort of rhythm, and it would be a whole blues thing. What's up, Nan?
Hey, what's up, guys? Good to see you. All right, I'm gonna get serious here. We'll put this
Happy
down.
Sunday.
Oh, just chilling. So excited to see y'all. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? We just chilling. Everybody's just chilling tonight. I'm gonna flip this just cause we can, and it's symbolic to me. I guess I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna take a swig of coffee. Independent Mini, what is up?
What's up, guys?
Nan, what's up? How you doing?
I know. Oh, I'm great.
All right. I just want to start off. Let's read a couple of these. Some of these. What are these called? Headlines that stand out to you.
Right. Distraction, but death by 1,000 cuts,
For sure.
It's danged if you do, danged if you don't. On one hand, it's like we know that it's wars and rumors of wars and distractions, but at the same time, you got to pay attention because some distractions can affect you, and it would be best to know what's going on, so.
This is one that stood out to me. I saw a meme of Bezos, a very modern family, Amazon billionaire. Jeff Bezos shows off his guns and uber tight shirt as he parties. He's been doing a lot of partying. Boy, oh boy. And there's this picture of him by a pool, and they're like, he's not wearing a mask, and the servants that are bringing him drinks are wearing a mask.
What?
Yeah, so it's like there used to be rules for servant class, and but not a different set of rules for the masters. You know what I mean?
With girlfriend Lauren Sanchez, her ex-partner, weird, NFL Titan Tony Gonzalez, and their son on a yacht in
In St. Bart. All right. Thousands gather in Amsterdam despite demonstration ban. I'll show you that real quick. This is a good one. Might be a little loud. Let me fix that. Woo! Yeah, y'all got all of them. Freedom!
But wait a minute, didn't we just see Amsterdam in the news in less happy scenarios?
Right. There's also images of protests where people are getting
Dogs.
attacked by dogs at protests
Yeah.
and stuff. So maybe BLM was always just in at least
Trojan
one
horse.
way. Yeah, and also to desensitize folks to protest and to make it not mean anything for law enforcement.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe it was all just training to desensitize law enforcement. Who knows?
Well, everybody. So if you hear of a large crowd protesting a bill or this, that, or the other, you know, you might have used to take caution, take thought at least, and figure out what's going on. But now it's so common stance that it's a little bit lost its impact, I suppose. Peaceful, you know.
Yeah.
So
Death by a thousand cuts. Yeah, that's right. Beating the dead horse to death. Here's an interesting one down here. China harvests masses of data on Western targets, documents show, and the one right under that is unveils plan to take over Latin America. Hold up, let me change gears. American B Savage, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. ET99, what is up? What is up? Mr. P Flyer, sorry, I'm just saying what's up.
No.
Let's see. Golf and Guns, what's up? Happy New Year. Open this. That's my bluey. Let's see. China unveils plan. So it is China. Plans to take over Latin America.
What?
Yeah.
Could I read a little bit of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Chinese Communist Party officials have unveiled an action plan for cooperation with Latin American countries that amounts to a comprehensive plan to cultivate influence and threaten American interests following a new summit with the nearest neighbors of the United States. The Chinese don't say we want to take over Latin America, but they clearly set out a multidimensional engagement strategy which, if successful, would significantly expand their leverage and produce enormous intelligence concerns for the United States. U.S. Army War College research professor Evan Ellis, a former member of the State Department policy planning staff, told the Washington Examiner. Basically, the meat of it, Chinese officials outlined their ambitions following a summit with the community
of Latin American and Caribbean states. This intergovernmental forum was launched in 2011 under the auspices of the Venezuelan president Hugo Chavez. Come on now, really? Okay, who wanted a venue to revival the Organization of American States and challenge U.S. influence in Latin America. And it now stands to furnish Chinese General Secretary Xi Jinping, Winnie the Pooh himself, with a platform to gather a coalition of leftist and authoritarian leaders congenial to Beijing's interests. So, but of course, you guys, you know, we could have guessed, right? I mean, did you hear this part?
No.
Let's see. Chinese officials outlined their ambitions following a summit with the community of Latin American and Caribbean states. This intergovernmental forum was launched in 2011 under the auspices of the late Venezuelan president Hugo Chavez. Commies, you commies. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. So that's just dipping into one little thing here. Another one that popped out to me. What was it? Where was it? Billionaires are embracing crypto in case money goes to hell specifically. That's odd choice of words.
I'm more interested because, I mean, obviously crypto's been on the headlines for, 2 years now, and probably longer than that, but really shoved down throats for about 2 years now. And so it was really just the verbiage here that was interesting.
That's hilarious, Kelly. Because fireworks spread the you-know-what, like
hey, okay.
them banning fireworks.
Look, I was joking with Landon. I was like, you better hope it's just smoke, coming down.
Let's see. Thomas Peterfy, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Okay. Took out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal in 2017 warning of the dangers that Bitcoin futures posed to capital markets, which I fully agree. I know that they're selling it under the guise of like financial independence, decentralized, but guys, I don't think it's so decentralized. I don't think it's decentralized. I think that if you do a deep dive on the word crypto, you might be surprised what you find out about crypto. I might have to try to see if I can dig that up. But when I did my research on the etymology of the word crypto, it basically means a secret alliance to communism. Isn't that weird? Mm-hmm. Isn't that just the weirdest thing? And everybody's going to be like, no, but look, anything like electronic money, all right, I know that you can put it on a card and you have a key, and I don't know how it all works, but if you have to go to a survival SHTF situation, the only thing that's really going to help you is brass, lead, and gold and silver.
Yep.
I mean, that's not going to help you. God is the only thing that's going to help you through Jesus. But you know, as far as trading stuff, your Bitcoin ain't going to do anything in a lights out situation, EMP type, SHTF type
All
thing.
the keys, it's not going to be worth squat.
Right.
No squat.
But you know, I'm one of those reject the modernity,
Right.
embrace tradition.
It's just weird because, you know, if you think, I don't know. It's just weird to think about how these things change. Can you imagine going and paying for something and giving somebody a key or some sort of a debit card system like key for, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just interesting. I suppose you just keep doing it with the phone, but.
Now, and don't get me wrong. I'm not saying if you. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, no.
I mean to say that if you want to mess with it or invest a little bit into it, I wouldn't put all my chips into something that they can turn the lights off.
Yeah. But
And
if you're not playing around money, you know.
that's right. That's right. If you're looking for an investment, it might be good to get in and do the trading thing. My brother's into all that. I don't know how to do all the trading stuff, but he can. And what I mean is like financial stuff. You know, I don't even know.
Rumpelstiltskin, turn hay into gold.
Right. You know, invest and then get, you know, buy low, get out high.
Yep.
You know, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Beauty for ashes. What a blessing. That is amazing. Just bought some land in the country. Well, you know what? That is amazing.
Talk about.
Happy for you.
Because I don't know if you guys see that market, but like if it's for sale, there'll be 37 properties and 35 of them are already under contract or under some form of stipulation, or you know, what is up? Who is that? Corn Pop 2.0. What's
That's
up?
an awesome name.
That's an awesome name.
Yeah,
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
I won't say that we have buyer's remorse per se.
No, I don't have buyer's remorse.
But
I think that God has placed us where we're supposed to be, if that's just for right now.
Right.
Because, you know, I was led to get that mobile situation.
Right.
So, you know, just in case, you know, we live in a hurricane zone, like
I
a
want
hardcore
one of those property lands where, you know, like when I was growing up, you could give people your address, but GPS wasn't going to help you out there. And so it was like, all right, you go look for the broken down fence, take a left, go 3 miles, take a right at the stump, you know, and you know what I mean? Like, you got to look for landmarks.
If you've
so
crossed
you're
a
not gonna
railroad,
make it.
if you've crossed the railroad tracks, you went too far.
Yeah.
Back in
for
the day,
real.
you know, you had to give people instructions, and people get upset with that these
Right.
days.
I'm
And
from-
I don't mind getting lost every now and then, actually. Like going down back roads, trying to not use GPS.
Yeah. I love to challenge myself doing that.
I actually do pretty fairly well, but when you go on these, like, to meet old timers on like a Facebook buying something, they like, it's always directions, like old school directions.
Yeah, right.
So, you know,
You'll ask for, what's your address? Well, you go, it's like, can you please just give me the address? But I love it. I want a property like that. I want to be so far out and away that, you know, you got to look for landmarks, so you're just not going to make it, you know?
yeah, I as far as that goes, I can only move with God under it's got to be through Him.
Right.
And I don't even really exactly know how to explain what I mean, because that super rural is what I'd of course I'd
Right.
love that, but like under a medical emergency, or you know, or even an assault or an attack of some kind from a bad neighbor or bad actors, you know, what's the saying is
A bear, even, you
well,
know?
a bear, you know, but you're too far for anyone to hear you scream, you
Right.
know what I mean? So
Right.
that's the double-handed side of that, is too rural can be a negative, which is why, you know,
Right.
you want to pray for good neighbors, a good community,
Uh-huh.
and move through Him. You know,
They have those intentional communities, not to sidetrack, but you know, they've got some of those intentional communities, which in idea, like in thought, is a good idea, but I don't know.
right? That's
it gets-
cutting out that it could be, unfortunately, you know, so
Right, because then you have to think about, well, in an intentional community like that, would people be more inclined to be in your business because they want to make sure that you guys align? You know what I mean? So it's more of an open door. I feel like you're going to have to share more in a setting like that, but it's beneficial because everybody knows each other. You have a level of trust in your neighbor, and so I don't know. There's just all kinds of living situations out there, but that is awesome that you got some property, and
That is so cool. Yeah.
Hopefully, you know.
I'm also trying to get out there.
Yeah.
We trying to get out there. I'm wanting animals. I'm wanting a farm. I'm wanting, you know. Hey,
Unbroken, what's up? Happy New Year.
What's up, Unbroken? Let's look at this. China again. And I show this not to scare you, but to inform you in a way where I see this. China replaces soldiers with robots in Tibet. So did Russia. Russia has unmanned tanks, unmanned drones. We have unmanned drones. They're cleaning up war, which makes it easier to get into fights. Okay? And only so many robots can we go through before it's people again, or towns, or, you know. I just don't like this driverless car. Of course, anybody that used to follow Alex Jones, InfoWars, David Knight, I used to only watch David Knight because he seemed to be the most sensible in my mind. David Knight, and he was always going on about, look, they don't want you to own a car, no gasoline engines. They want to control you through every means, man. And look, with the mask, they're getting it. With the jab, they're getting it. With the fuel prices, because they don't want you to own your own vehicle, okay? They want you to be dependent in every way that they can. Death by a thousand cuts. So get with God through his son Jesus now.
Right.
You know? Because there is an enemy afoot, and they not playing.
No, not
It's
at
not
all.
a game.
And,
not a game.
you know, and you speak of that, we just watched video footage earlier of I'll say kids. It wasn't actual kids, but it looked like either late teens, early 20-year-olds in Myanmar using just a regular commercial drone.
A DJI, like a Phantom, the white one.
Myanmar, like Generation Z soldiers who, like, what I would have thought was like a mortar round for a tube that they drop into a tube.
Right.
These kids, I mean kids, are what
Tie-
not a zip tie, but like
Some
metal
sort of
metal, you know, tie. They're tying mortar rounds to DJIs.
and then drop it.
And they get to keep the DJI. They hook it up to the camera where the camera looks up, and then it does a little thing and it drops the bomb, and they get to watch it go down. It's insane what's going on out there.
It really is, and that's terrible because it takes also takes the humanity out of it. You know,
That's
war
right.
is messy and dirty, but for a reason. You shouldn't enjoy. You shouldn't thrive, or you know, a bloodlust. It shouldn't be. It should be difficult.
Right. Well,
to
it
kill
removes that whenever you're almost a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
You're flying a little drone that's almost 1,000 feet over your target.
Right.
Okay, but we're not saying anything that normal drone pilots in the military don't know about.
Right.
The C-130 Spooky is this giant plane. And if you know what the Spooky is, you know what the Spooky is.
Right.
It's hell from the heavens. It's like it's this big C-130 that has weapons all down one side of it, or some of them have two sides, and
Ooh.
yeah, it can rain some serious damage down. But hey, what is that? Ren, you're right. The robots aren't killing other robots. That's just it. They're using these drones to kill humans.
Right.
You know. Anyway.
So I don't know. I you know, is it nice to not have to put troops in danger? Yes, absolutely. However, you know, there's definitely a consequence that comes with being able to push a button and you know, take out a whole group over there.
And I'm not making a prediction. I'm just saying, watch. You guys saw, for those of you who were hanging out while we were showing, like, the New York Police Department tried out a, what's it called? That little robot dog. And then doctors started using the robot dog with a little iPad for a face with a FaceTime of a doctor on it. They're just trying to desensitize us. And I think in 2022, you're going to see a push for robots taking jobs,
absolutely. Just
especially with the job shortages out there. You
just
see,
in time for our medical, you know, with the jab layoffs, the mandates, the layoffs. just in time.
A lot of folks are fed up, and they're not just fed up, they're done. And I don't think you know what I mean. It ain't just the jab mandates. That's just that's what broke the camel's back. A lot of these folks, y'all don't know the power trips that some of these folks that are managers, some of them just don't know what they're doing, and they're just doing the best they can, and the best way they find is to kind of be an insensitive jerk. But there's no more mom and pop, I care about my employee.
Right.
Everyone's a number. Everyone's a punch in. You better act this way. Don't get, and I know that some of us don't conform to that, where we're used to more traditional ways. And a lot of folks are fed up. I mean, not so much where, those who are in charge, like construction workers, you're not just going to push those guys around.
Right.
Okay. Welders, you're not just going to push these guys around. Okay. They'll stand up, and what they do is vital. So, especially to big business, which is kind of the folks who are attacking us.
Until it's
not attacking us, but going after us with all these controlling measures.
Right. But then when we have things like the RoboDog, it comes around Robin, where it's like, hey, you're not as vital anymore. We have this autonomous truck that'll drive itself, and we can tell it where to take these goods.
Right.
We've got this, I'm sure there's some sort of autonomous welding unit, or, I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right.
And
but Elon Musk has a bunch of these robot arms and whatnot in his Tesla facilities, or I don't know anything about his facility. He may only have one. But what I'm saying is that they actually have a lot of problems with him, to where he goes down to walk the floors just to manage, like seeing because
I believe it.
A lot of folks are fed up, even in the Tesla place. They don't want to do nothing they ain't paid to do, because y'all treat them like they ain't nothing but a number.
What was that meme where he was like, not wrong? It was so funny. I don't know. We were looking at the other day.
You're not wrong. You're just outvoted. No, who?
No, Elon Musk had replied to something that was like, not wrong. And it was just so funny. It was actually a really funny.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember.
I can't remember. Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I have some weird footage that I wanted to show you guys. I just wanted to put this on your radar. Not that it means anything to you.
What?
Let me know if y'all can see that okay.
What is that? What?
Am I tripping, or is that changing shape?
Well, yes,
okay,
it is. It is. If you think
it's probably just a balloon, right? That's what they're gonna say, right?
What is that? Wait, hold on. There, it does. What? Okay, I could.
I don't. Watch it right here.
And look at the shadow. The shadow is kind of round.
Looks like it's maybe hey, I don't know.
What? For a second, I was like, well, maybe it is a balloon, but I don't know. It's weird.
It's definitely weird. I can't explain it. I saw it. The winds are blowing like crazy here.
Half inflated something or other. Yeah, good call, Kelly.
Super weird though, right? Look at
Right.
this at the end, and that it doesn't look the same shape. Maybe I'm tripping. Floating something weird, moving around, turning and stuff. But that's not the only weird thing that I've seen. So.
And then poof, it turns into a cat. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? Yeah. I think this is one of those Among Us things in real life.
No, this is straight out of the movie Spirited Away. Anybody seen Spirited Away? It's,
Speaking of Spirited Away, let's look at this.
Whoa.
What is all those little lights flying in the sky? Right in the beam of the light.
Can y'all see the little dots?
I do. What is that?
Right. Well, I mean, it could be drones or I don't know, but This is near.
No fireflies. They fireflies. No, not nowhere near that big.
Right, fireflies the size of cars or something.
What's on that?
What's up, artificial
There's like
loneliness?
10 of them or 15 of them flying in the lake.
Ah, yeah, maybe drones.
Right, maybe drones, but there was another phenomenon. I couldn't find the video for it with more of these things at the Luxor Hotel on the Vegas Strip. Okay, like DNA, like it might have been drones, but man, it went all the way up. I can't even tell you how far up it went. Doggone it! I mean, if it was drones, it was a lot of drones, man. I mean, goodness, but it was something just like this. Looked just like this, but way more. Looked like a DNA strand, if you get my meaning. You know.
The little white protectors from Spirit. Right. Whoa.
I don't know. We don't have to keep watching.
Yeah, I suppose we can move on, but it's interesting.
A little bit closer, just a little bit more.
There's two of them really close together in the top right, but well, you can't see them now. But
Any, just that's just one thing. Now this is another thing that is like those cities. Sorry.
She was wiggling her tooth and she lost it. I do.
My daughter just lost a tooth. Oh gosh. Okay, cool. This is one of those like cities in the sky. People see these weird things in the sky, obviously, but some of them look like cities or like just check this out. Like a building in the sky, some weird light in the sky. I don't know. Definitely odd. Sorry. That's too funny. And this is off the coast of Brazil. Rio de Janeiro.
did you hear?
Tooth fairy coming tonight.
Yeah, I was like, did you hear she lost a tooth?
Yeah.
Very excited.
So can y'all explain that at all? Like,
What is it? What is it?
just some crazy looking light in the sky. Just look like, I mean, it's got to be the size of a 3-story building.
But can I tell you, speaking of like craziness, sorry.
Go ahead.
I just drove across
I wish I had some of that video.
a very
Hold up.
big bridge.
Do you have your phone?
I do not.
Oh.
I'll get it.
Anyway, I'll try and show you guys what I can. Okay. So let me just pause this real quick. I'm gonna change views. All right, I'm gonna try and shove this in
It
y'all's.
really doesn't do it justice.
This doesn't do it justice at all.
I drove across the lake by our house.
I doubt that does anything for you.
And it's not even playing.
Oh gosh. Come on. That's not the video. This is the video.
Oh.
Just pay attention to the white caps in the water. This is the Causeway Bridge. It goes across Lake Pontchartrain. And I don't know, weird weather events happening, guys. Okay, on top of this weird stuff in the sky. That's all. You know what I'm trying to say. Texas Info Warrior, what's up? President Charlotte sometimes. What's up? Or maybe the moon. Maybe the moon. But let's look at this. I have an article. China back in it again. Okay.
So now let's get inside and witness history.
We're witnessing history.
The artificial sun is officially called the Experimental
What?
Advanced Superconducting
Sorry.
Tokamak, or EAST. The ultimate goal of EAST is to create nuclear fusion like the sun, using deuterium that abounds in the sea to provide a steady stream of clean energy. After waiting anxiously for a day and night, I'm so excited to announce that EAST has just set a new world record of reaching an electron temperature of 120 million degrees Celsius for a period of 101 seconds.
East. That's interesting.
Right. So
Because in a couple different religions, West is considered the direction of God.
right.
So interesting that they would call it East.
China has taken the lead in a global. Sorry about that. China has taken the lead in a global arms race as the world's superpowers strive for new technologies to give mankind unlimited energy. Okay, so it leaves other nations such as the U.S. and U.K. researching the technology in the dust as the Communist Party state. As if, okay, they try to say like it's superior, hilarious, to cement its place at the top of the table. Nah. Cement can be broken.
Right.
The so-called artificial sun uses nuclear fusion. Okay. Nuclear fusion's ability to produce limitless amount of safe energy has made it the holy grail of scientists in the field. And no, I'm not saying that the last thing we saw in that last video is an artificial sun. I'm saying maybe this is.
Look at this moon. And whatever it is that's moving on top of the moon. Look at that. Now there's another one. There's two.
This is in Littleton, Colorado. A huge spherical spaceship in Littleton, Colorado. Awesome Nail Tech, what's up?
Can't see both of them.
Super weird, man.
Very.
Okay. And these poor
it's
folks out here that are
weird.
seeing all this stuff, they're
Right.
like, "What the?"
Right. Well,
And
then it's
you know that they're playing scientists. They're playing with they're putting the calcium stuff in. They're messing with stuff. All these scientists, okay, paid for by all these different corporations, be it pharmaceutical or Billy Gates, whoever, okay, and then they're gonna mess up probably the weather. All right, normal weather patterns. It's gonna be like the day after tomorrow.
Well, I haven't been quiet about the fact that, just this last year, we sprayed the calcium into the air to block out, not.
Well,
they say
a
block
couple
out
of
the sun,
videos
but-
back in my videos, I put a segment with a guy talking about that entire project.
Right.
I forget the name of it. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head.
No Time to Eat, I think it's called. But let's see. So let me see. I think they're gonna mess it all up, or they're doing it intentionally, and they're gonna blame climate change, or they're gonna blame the people who aren't wearing masks, or something like that. We're gonna be the problem or something. Mary, what's up? Happy New Year.
There is something
I forgot what normal is. Oh, yeah, that's snow in Egypt, stuff like that, man. And then there's in United Arab Emirates, or over there in Dubai, these princes and these very wealthy people are like, yeah, we'll just make it rain in the desert. So like, you know, using old school Vietnam style, you know, cloud seeding stuff, you know, and people now I'm sure are coming around to it, but doggone, man, a little late.
And I'm getting it on camera. Oh my god. Oh, this is such a crappy view. Oh. Just to show this is real? Yeah, alright.
And then what's frustrating is you go to try to talk to somebody about it and just be like, hey, isn't this weird? And there are people that are just like, yeah, but there's some sort of an explanation. I don't care to know what it is, and I don't care to look into it, but I'm sure there's an explanation.
Right. I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation. It's like breaking this guy's mind. His cognitive dissonance is having a hard time.
Right, he's sitting here trying to go through every possible thing that it could be.
I think that's the moon up there at the top right. And then there's this other large light.
Yeah, the moon never shows up large. Whoa.
See here.
Well, it's just, to me, it's interesting because, you know, in the Bible, in Revelations, it says, and forgive me, but...
You know, yeah, it says that the sun and moon will not, for 3 days, they won't show their light.
Right.
And
but if there's a fake one, it might be hard
that's
to
right.
tell.
That's right. In some places, they, whoever they are clearly working on artificial suns, unlimited power, artificial moons.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And they are. I mean, all it takes is a couple of little deep dive, duck, duck, go. You know, open your mind, ask God to show you, and you know, that's another thing. If you ask for truth, you're gonna find it. You know what I mean? You ask for wisdom, you know. Okay, did we show this? Meanwhile, in the
Dude needs a
Netherlands,
tripod for real. Kelly.
for real. Did we show the Netherlands? Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think we did. So other let's see, what else? NFL player strips, gets tossed from team.
What?
I think, yeah. I saw this on Instagram. Antonio Brown just said goodbye to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tampa Bay's offense in the midst of a third quarter drive against the New York Jets. The star wide out pulled off his helmet, jersey, and pads, waved to the fans at MetLife Stadium, and ran into the tunnel. Video showed teammate Mike Evans attempting to restrain Brown from removing his uniform. Bucs head coach Bruce Arians told the media after Tampa Bay's 28-24 comeback win that Brown was no longer with the team. He is no longer a Buck. That's the end of the story. You think it's the jab?
I don't know. Why? And I don't know. Weird. Hard for me to care about the NFL.
We all want him to get help in ways that he needs it.
For taking his shirt off? I guess
we all love him deeply. Unfortunately, he won't be on our team. Brady added, people should be compassionate and empathetic with things that are happening. Brown posted the following message on Twitter roughly an hour after the game ended. The former pro, does it say bowler? Caught 3 passes for 26 yards versus the Jets, who led 24-10 at the time of his departure. Tampa Bay came back from the 14-point deficit to defeat New York and move to 12-4. Oh, where's the tweet? I want to see the tweet. Super Gremlin. Okay.
I guess you'll have to. Yeah.
Is that all he said? Don't know. You stood up for what you believed in by walking off that field today and showing Arians that he was wrong for benching you. My young son is a huge fan of yours and sees you as a role model. I don't see what the guy did.
Right. I'm like, why? They sure know how to make a mountain out of a molehill, eh? But that's been kind of the NFL lately, right? Get mad. This guy stood up. This guy kneeled down. This guy, you know.
Yeah. Maybe you guys can fill me in on this Antonio Brown situation. I would have assumed it was because of the you know what.
More interesting, not that we can talk about it, but if you scroll down a little bit, just something, maybe highlight over
Where?
the...
Oh, where is that?
I'm looking for it.
Here it is. I'll just pick this off.
You can read that.
34% of Americans say...
Babe, you cannot say that.
34% of Americans say this. So I'm not sure who they're going after with that.
But things to know.
A third of Americans say is justified. A shocking new poll revealed on Saturday the percentage of people with that view compared to previous years increased significantly, according to the poll published by the Washington Post University of Maryland survey. The results, which come almost a year after a violent mob of, oh, come on, we were there, we saw, 23% of, 41%, sorry, I'm skipping through, of those
We
who
were there
agree
in the sense
that
of-
rising up in arms, no, we weren't there in person, clearly,
Right.
we were covering it live. I guess, yeah.
Interesting.
I probably totally flopped that one, but that's an odd one to see coming up in the mainstreams.
It is.
Okay, for me, that's odd. That is odd.
So, oh yeah, Betty White. So
That's
Betty
right.
White passed away. Look, for years I have always said that when Betty White passes, I will be so sad. And she, I don't know, that's just so sad. And then like they had magazines up about her 100th birthday. So like People magazine had already put Betty White turns 100, so she's on the cover of People magazine. And sure enough, she passed January 14th, I believe, would have been her birthday.
Yeah.
And she bailed out right before the new year.
Now what's this? Sorry, I'm trying to read to the meat. Sorry, awkward silence.
Sorry, I was reading.
Searching for answers to the puzzle of autism.
Really?
Huh.
For a closer look at
Oh, great. I think that this is really more about how
Miss Jean.
Jake Litvog leaned in for a closer look as a lab mouse scurried around on enclosure, stopping to sniff a large block. Hi, Jacob. I'm Jacob. What is this? Can you help me? The 16-year-old said, naming the little furry creature engineered to have the same genetic abnormality he has. So wait, they can engineer you to have, or they can engineer mice to have autism?
I guess.
Is that what that says?
That is...
That mouse and its lab-grown relatives are the first in the world to mirror the missing gene that causes Jake's autism. Scientists at Washington University in St. Louis bred the mice and grew stem cells derived from Jake's blood. What the mess is these folks doing? Okay. Anyway, let's see. To study and find ways to treat his rare disorder and look for answers to the larger puzzle of autism, Jake's family raised money for the early research, which scientists then parlayed into a $4 million grant from the National Institute of Health to delve more deeply into Jake's gene, one of more than 100 implicated in autism. They hope to find points of convergence that could someday help people with all forms of neurodevelopmental condition affecting 1 in 44 U.S. children.
Wow, that's kind of a lot.
Huh. Jake knows he inspired their work, and that's helped him see autism. So is all of this just to say, okay, well, take for that what you can. China harvests masses of data on Western targets, documents show. Now, is this just fear porn? Or I don't mean to say the prawn word. I'm sorry.
Ew.
China maintains a countrywide network of government data surveillance services called public opinion analysis software that were developed over the past decade and are used domestically to warn officials of politically sensitive information online. Oh boy, so China's the one making they're helping. They're definitely doing their part, eh? The software primarily targets China's domestic internet users and media, of course. I'm sure that no one's copying this, but a post-review of bidding documents and contracts for over 300 Chinese government projects since the beginning of 2020 include orders for software designed to collect data on foreign targets from sources such as Twitter, Facebook, and other Western social media.
Not shocking.
Not shocking.
Surprising at all. I mean, look at TikTok. And then additionally, if you think about it, if you do any looking, what China signs off on and encourages for other countries, they are strongly against for their own country.
That's right. Yeah, they're infiltrating social media to try to push the LGBTQ situation and the trans stuff. Meanwhile, banning sissy boys in China. And anyway, Hey.
Yep.
These include a 320,000 Chinese state media software program that mines Twitter and Facebook to create a database of foreign journalists and academics. A $216,000 Beijing police intelligence program that analyzes Western chatter on Hong Kong and Taiwan. Hey, Taiwan is a sovereign nation, okay? Just in case they're here. And a cyber center in Xinjiang.
Right.
Home to most of China's Uyghur population. I think that's Uyghur. It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like it's a Muslim group, I believe, that are being held in internment camps, concentration camps. Yeah, they're being collected and heads shaven and all the weird stuff. Gulags. That catalogs the mainly Muslim minority group's language content abroad. Anyway, just some stuff.
Wow. Okay, so that's what you call like those little pods that we were seeing. Those like it was like a row. You remember what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, this is more like a black site that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Like this is, they're taking them to like China's Guantanamo.
Gotcha. Okay.
And torturing them, and it's pretty bad. I want to look at this a little bit more before we roll out.
Now, forgive me, is this in New York City, I presume, at the Ground Zero?
Yes.
Okay.
Ground Zero,
Yeah,
Twin Towers, little stuff floating around. It's all slow-mo and stuff. Anyway, hope you guys are having a blessed 2022.
So far, so good, right?
Right. I mean, the world's going to crumble. If it's not up to us, all we can do is focus on ourselves and try to be what we want to see.
Wow, look at that. Look, if you look at it like this, like.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, this brings to mind Bluebeam, HARP.
Yeah.
Scientists screwing with stuff. Anyway, I'll hush.
What are you looking forward to in 2022? Let's play a little game before we go, if that's okay. What do you think will happen in 2022? What do you think will be a headliner?
Let's get some suggestions from you guys. Headlines coming.
What are you waiting for? I'm
What do you
personally
predict?
waiting for Sea Monsters.
Okay, so
I feel like
Tiff,
we've got a healthy mixture of a lot of other BS, and I would like to see that, please.
Tiff is waiting for, what are they called? The kaiju in Pacific Rim. Big, I actually really like that. So
Right. I know,
not the giant monsters coming out of the ocean, but the giant robots that we make to fight them.
Doesn't the Bible say that something will come out of the water. I need to read up on Revelations.
Yeah, but that could also be like a nation
You're right.
that
you're
comes
right.
up out of
But
the sea.
can you imagine? Okay, let's just have fun for a second. Can you imagine if there was some sort of crazy portal-like thing at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, and you know what I mean? Like things could get in or out like that. I don't know. You would have seen it by now, I'm sure. But
General M60 Brigade Plus says war. So you definitely saying,
right.
that'll be a headline.
Right, back from science fiction. Let's talk
That
about
dog
the
stray.
real.
What's up, dude? He says Brandon will self-abort. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, he agrees.
He-
He agrees.
Ooh. Oof. 25th Amendment, or he just bows out and quits. Yeah, I could see that, Kelly. Yeah.
Do we have any more prediction headlines?
War. What about crash? You think we'll see an economic crash this year?
I think
I
that you're
hope
gonna
not.
see. I think you're gonna see that bubble get stretched thin.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what they're doing.
Right.
Inflating. You know what I mean?
I think we're gonna see a rise in homelessness.
That's right. Awesome Nail Tech. I think that they are already doing that. That they will push a chip
Yeah.
with vaccination and medical records. Yep. Yep. 100%. MLP. I've been researching all kinds of stuff for the last 2 years.
Yeah, Mary had some really good info on the genetics and eugenics and stuff, but that's a big topic to just dive. I'm not saying we wouldn't or anything like that. It's very interesting. We try to do a little bit of diving into, most of what we find, but it's difficult, so many
MLP,
different things.
2022 prediction from MLP, probably concentration camps in USA like Australia. I agree. Because they sell them as like a resort, and what comes to pick you up is like, it looks like a Sprinter van from like a casino or a hotel or a resort. Okay, but it's like a cop in a high vis vest driving it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's weird manipulation stuff, man. You're not going to no resort. Okay, it's like a low key.
Boosty number 5. Yeah, that's very possible. And then also we've got the big 5-7 to look forward to in 3 days.
That's right. They're gonna unveil the
rollout. And that's a worldwide rollout. That's not just the U.S. or a section here, a section there. That is a worldwide
But
rollout.
also, those have to be every 2 to 8 buildings apart. It's high frequency,
Yeah,
but it's like short range.
You're right.
Short range, high frequency, and a lot of us just straight up don't trust it.
Yeah, awesome Nail Tech. Very, very
Sure, it's gonna be fine, because you heard what the T-Man said about it. He was like 5-7. I'm getting ready for 6.
right.
So he's ready for 6. Wait, let's do this. I can tell what you're thinking. Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, that was cringy. All right.
Was not.
Welcome to the Cringe Show.
LOL.
Let's cringe together.
Exposed trial people affects entire Yeah, that very. Ooh, from the depths, man.
I predict energy prices going up to the level of pain for most Americans.
What about energy crisis? Do you guys think anything of that?
What, like, you can't say those words. I know those are big time. The E, as you would say, M, as you would say,
So sorry. My apologies.
P. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, yeah. I gotcha.
So apparently, the E and the M part, they are like looking for that right now.
What?
Like, you cannot talk about that. So
Interesting. Oh, UFO. Yeah, Landon. I'm trying to twist Landon's arm to do a breakdown video.
Oh no, you don't have to twist my arm. We just gotta sit down, collect. Who are we gonna do the breakdowns of? China,
Dubai,
Dubai for sure,
London.
and London.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And then
Those three, and do a breakdown.
we gotta check out what New York did because I don't think we
No,
didn't
I
stick
didn't
around
stay
and
up.
see.
Didn't stay up long enough. But yeah. Well, I guess that's about all we got.
For tonight.
I don't have a fun way to end it.
Oh yeah, no, me neither. Ba-da-ba.
I'm waiting for the UFO to land. Yeah.
Indeed. Well, guys.
Yeah. Idaho deals with violent, nasty rhetoric. What's that about?
Not really.
As offensive as it is, it's not illegal.
Oh, there's a point.
What did I stumble upon? You know, another thing that I wanted to talk about was all these disappearances in Utah. Okay, and not just the missing 411. That is very odd and interesting. But do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm sorry.
Like all these disappearances
Oh,
in the
yes,
desert, in the
yes.
Mojave Desert. Where out in Moab?
Yeah, David's Gulch, Devil's Gulch, up in California, down in Utah, the Moab Desert, like all kinds. And then what was that family last year? It was like a father, their wife, a 1-year-old daughter, and a dog. All died
Yeah.
at the top of a mountain near Devil's Gulch in California.
All these super weird disappearances. That's not a joke. You wanna read this, or do you want me to read this?
I can read it. Boise, Idaho. On Monday, October 25th, the same day a shooter killed 2 people and injured several others at the Boise Town Square Mall, an Idaho man asked a charged question at an event in Nampa. Sorry, that should not have been that difficult. Featuring right-wing activist Charlie Kirk. When do we get to use the guns? The man asked to applause from the audience, which previously applauded the falsehood that the large-scale fraud cost Trump the 2020 presidential election. He continued, "That's not a joke. I'm not saying it like that. I mean, literally, where is the line? How many elections are they going to steal before?"
Oh.
Since then, the questioner's comments have drawn national attention and become, for some, a primary example of the violent rhetoric that now laces the discourse of some far-right politicians and activists and infects public dialogue on all sides. Well, I don't feel like we
this
need
is
to
a
go
little
any
too.
further than that.
Yeah.
Try to remember to stay centered, folks, or have your head on about you. You know, if
Right.
if the situation calls for you to stand up for what you believe in, all for it. But try not to let pride get in the way of common sense.
Amen. That's right. Treat others as you want to be treated.
Yep.
If you live by the sword, you're probably gonna die by it. So it's not funny to joke about all that stuff. And I'm trying to not cuss. And so I mean, if like that's where we need to be self-control, controlling ourselves, and then all this crazy stuff can be kind of stopped. Now I know we can't change everything out there, but I guarantee that if you work on yourself with God, that it's going to have an immediate impact on your life and all of your immediate situations, even though you can't change some of the people that you live with or work with. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They have to be around, but you can pray and the Lord can start working. And I tell you what, that's powerful right there.
Amen.
What is some? I am at a loss for.
I hate flight, but Domague's. Can't remember.
Weak. Play us something, mister. All right, I'm going to run through some. What's up? Everything all good? What?
Love it. So glad.
Guys, let's help Independent Mini. If you can, click the link in the not the description, sorry. Click the link in the chat. Head over to Independent Mini's channel. Give them a follow. Give them a check out. I would very much appreciate it. Hey, I love you guys.
Eddie Price, glory to God.
All glory be to God. And so thankful for his son Jesus, which is the only way that I can get to the Father. So very thankful to the Father for his son. I'm praying for you guys out there. We love you guys. I know that things are going to seem crazy on the outside world, but I think that we can do things and take steps in our lives to make it better and have our situations blessed and to bless others. Because, once, we start working on ourselves, Father starts to work in us. We can start to work, with him, to help others and whatnot. We love you guys.
And on Eddie's comment, just a reminder back to what we started with: have no fear. Don't take worry. Oop, let me go check on that.
Sorry, guys. Got some crazy weather going on outside in our area. Gale force winds. I didn't even know what that was. If you look up the definition of gale, you might find it's a little weird. It says bewildered, bewitched. It's odd. Anyway, love you guys.